It was a very close map one, but it was Liquid that take an early victory. I am your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Billy here on the couch and joined by the head coach of Giant X, Pipson. Pipson, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. Now, I'm just going to jump straight in and talk a little bit about the comps, because obviously you played against Liquid already. You didn't face them on Bind, and we had also a little bit of some new stuff coming out of BBL as well. So just break this down for me. What did you think?
I think BBL comp is a little bit more tricky because this Sage makes it tricky. It looks that they are a little bit lacking of a flasher, so it can be a little bit more rough. So they have to rely on a Vice Flash only, plus the lack of info. They have only a Techo drone basically to get the space, while Liquid comp is more default-ish, regular playstyle, pretty basic, and that's pretty much how they played.
Yeah, I think looking at the BBL composition, I thought they would have got more rounds on the defense, and they obviously kind of struggled starting on that side. But I think as well, this choice of having Sociable on Sage, not entirely sure how I feel about it. I think on the attack, they were doing really well to start isolating fights with the slow orbs. We've seen that quite a few times, and just wall off any sort of extremities to stop any sort of post-plant and retake coming in. But yeah, Sociable, I can kind of see it in the unpredictability of being able to do Sage wall weird things, but yeah, I'm not sold by it completely.
I was expecting maybe more of like a CNED way of playing, because obviously that is someone that we saw do this so many times on Bind. We didn't really get that in the end, but we did get, though, however, Pipson, as we take a look at round 6, is some stuff that we've seen before from Team Liquid. Would you like to point this out for us?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did this against Koi. If Sky solo flashing long, they are just going to activate the wall and 4 people contact short. It's pretty much the same. They repeated the same pistol round which they did against Koi. So they pretty much play similar play style. They didn't really change anything. They just try to play their own game. And
maybe BBL should have been more prepared, you feel like?
I mean, pistol round, they literally repeated exactly the same what they did a week ago against that, and BBL felt not prepared because they stayed in front of the wall and they would double flash and die. So...
yeah, but here though, Billy, how do they turn this one around?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Like, the fact that they got themselves into this situation was just not ideal.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal indeed, but this is the thing though, when we were watching the game, Pips, and you mentioned a few times, like you said, the pistol, it was very similar things. There was a lot of, I guess, what coaches would call readable situations. Do you feel like that maybe is the reason? Oh no, don't eat the banana on camera, sorry, there's a curse. You guys actually fell for that curse last time. But do you feel like that is at all part of the reason why BBL didn't end up winning? Or maybe Liquid brought some new things? Did you feel that way?
I mean, they did have some new things, especially utilizing their ultimates towards A, which they didn't do before. Then they had one new default which they didn't show before, but outside of that they pretty much repeated a lot of stuff they did against Koi. That's pretty much it. But also about the comp, I actually right now only understood that it might be an interesting idea with Sage plus Techo, because people use Breach plus Techo to being able to stun plus missile. But I saw how 3 times they tried to combo slow plus missile to not let the person go out. It actually might be interesting thing.
Yeah, they punished Paddy a couple of times with that, I feel like. Yeah, a few times. And speaking of punishing, I mean, there were so many rounds where it started off going like, oh, this is definitely going to be a Liquid round. And then it did not end that way. On this round, however, it got to a point where you kind of felt like Sociable did enough. He did as much as he could have possibly done for his team, but then there just comes down to some individuals. It is a shooting game after all, and Camo just had probably the 3K that he didn't mean to have, Pipson. You don't ever want to be giving a talented duelist player these kind of individual fights.
It's a 1v4.
Yeah, there you go.
For Camo.
Yeah, yeah, super easy, super easy. But again, you don't also want to be throwing these rounds either, right? Pipson, you know how that feels.
Everyone does, so seems like everyone does. So.
I'm sorry, I have to do that to you. But this is one of those rounds where it was important enough that Billy that ended up giving Liquid the win, because it was a very close map. And had he not won that 1v3, 1v4, maybe we would be sitting in a different, looking at a different result.
Yeah, potentially. And I think as well, we have to remember this is the first time that we've seen BBL Bind. We didn't know what to expect, and I think that they still managed to give it their best shot. I think that we got to see some ideas as to the type of things that they like to implement, which was interesting. But yeah, I think even Camo, he's been showing up a lot, and he wasn't showing up in previous matches, so to see him kind of come into this one in full swing, it was really nice to see.
Well, let's talk about the next one, because Pipson, you mentioned Liquid like to do a lot of similar things on Bind. What are the tendencies on Pearl? What can we look out for if they bring out the same thing?
Art. In attack, they will just go mass art a lot.
Yeah.
And if the trades are happening, or if they knife 3 people on the main, they will just insta-take knives from B. If the trades are happening, go B.
Okay, that's what you would tell BBL right now, essentially. All right, but how it's easier said than done, though, Billy. But it almost feels like BBL don't have to worry that much about it. They've looked very, very solid on this map.
Yeah, they've looked very, very solid on it. And not only that, the only times Team Liquid have played it, it's been 2 losses, right? They got that really close scoreline with Apeks, 11-13, but it was devastating against Foot. It ended up in 7-13. And I think some of the notes I took from those matches was the team looked as though they were kind of lacking synergy. They had a couple of individual pop-off moments, but also individual mistakes. I think Kickoff is someone that has been performing excellently throughout this. So yeah, I think going into Pearl, they just need to figure out, you know, their fundamentals and things like that, because it has been something that has let them down in the past. But I think as the further Kickoff has kind of progressed, we have started to see that synergy come through.
And of course, you know all about BBL's Pearl as well. So Danny, talk me through what we can expect from BBL maybe as we take a look at Agent Select. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rewind.
Yes.
Yes! Nats! What? Sorry, this is not Nats doesn't normally do things like this. Pipson, he's one of those players that doesn't lean into the more crazy stuff.
Yeah, but it also looks like Liquid is getting Tejo almost on every map. We saw how they picked Heaven, they prepared Tejo. Like, it seems like they are starting to get into this Tejo preparation, so maybe we'll see something completely new from them in terms of the playstyle, so it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, it feels like they're prepping for Masters Bangkok, potentially. I mean, the amount of teams that we've seen be able to switch up their compositions halfway through the tournament, by the way. I mean, they kind of needed to make a risk going up against BBL on this Pearl, and who knows, they might be able to close it out in a 2-0.
And this is the thing, VAC has been kind of the gold standard when it comes to playing Vice on this map in particular. So I would like to see Nats maybe just yoink some things out of him, and I can't wait to see how he's gonna lurk, op, Pansy and Kukuka, and do all of that goodness on Vice.
Well, we get to learn on the job here, it feels like. A couple of key changes coming in towards these 2 teams, but it is now a lot of pressure on BBL's shoulders. Liquid with a little bit of a switch up here. What do you make of it?
About the map, about the composition,
a bit of
about the
everything.
chances.
Go for any of it.
Okay, BBL starting on the attack every single time that they play this map. They start on the same half. And I'm just going to think, if I'm Team Liquid, very good from them changing that composition. I love it. We've discussed it over the past 2 days, how this is necessary for a team. Love to see Nats playing something that is not Cypher or Viper. We want to see that depth. And one of the things that was working a lot for Team Heretics, proactivity, combos, especially when Rians was on that Tejo. I want to see the same coming in from Kamek.
Okay, well, we've got some high expectations, but BBL are no slouches on this map. There's a reason it's their choice here. But starting out on the attack, let's see how they look. Going to make their first little bit of a stand, a little bit of a showing down towards B long, but no one actively holding, but it will be audio cues at the minimum heard. There's already, the rotation's going to be coming down.
4 people pushing. And that wall is going to be triggered. Have to wait now. The rotation's coming in from Team Liquid. Making sure that nobody's hiding inside that smoke. Cheeky one, TP going in as well.
Let's look at how they're holding this. You've got 2 kind of playing towards backside here. You've got Padatek playing just from that connector side as well, and you will have Camo very nearby, so they're going to have info on one, but they didn't know about Kiko, who's going to draw blood towards Sociable, and now you're going to see the rest of Liquid swing. Happy, almost for the pre-take here, but then BBL digging in. Not letting that slip at all. So Plant now in play. They actually have the man advantage. Nat's going to have to walk back into this unfavorable situation. Understands the crossfire. He does take away 1, but look at the damage he's taken. Down to 17 and back sitting pretty. Didn't catch on the flash. But the Plant, he knows it's going to be so hard to play against, but he's going through the motions. Going down the checklist.
Damaged. He has to wait.
Bit of a tap here, and he needs the shot clean. He needs the perfect shot. Vac didn't get his. Nat still with another go at this one. Vac is going to be put to the test here. 4 more bullets, and yeah, Vac's got him. BBL off to a great start in the pistol.
Yeah, perfectly played there from back. What a stand-in in that 1v1 versus Vice. A lot of mats, you know, also in the sound, just running across the smoke, just trying to use the util, trying to force them to have those duels. And even though Nats is able to isolate this one, I have to say, Vac just plays it to perfection.
Yeah.
With the Arc Rose, with everything just involved into the round. Another pistol for BBL. I swear to God.
We needed one. I needed one.
Oh, so that's why you were pushing that button? Is that what it does? Are you for real?
Why are you ratting me out like this? That's really mean. I was talking to our producer. I'll have you know. I was having a nice little chat. But we do have a tech pause. Sorry, Alberto.
So you were requesting the tech pause?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Put a horse on it. How do you feel about that? What's that?
Yes, I understand it as... It's a good marketing strategy.
Yes?
Yes, people like horses, Lauren.
Are you a horse girl?
I am.
It makes so much more sense. What was that, Alberto? Alberto's trying to talk to me. He's trying to be sensible and be a good producer. No, we're gonna get the people to know who you are, Alberto. What were you saying? Say it again.
Don't use yellow.
Peripheral tech pause. Got it. Who's broken something? Oh, for God's sake. Can we find the guilty member? Let's see who's done it. Who's dropped something? Who's broken something?
Is it Lemon?
It might be.
Oh, never mind. We're resuming. Oh, so you just wanted a quick one?
Shut up, Bea. It's the end of the week. It's Is it Friday? I think it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It
what
ha-
am I doing? No, I just did that.
It is Friday.
The intrusive thought just won.
It sometimes that.
Sometimes they do win.
The way. It do be the way. But we do have the second round now. Will we have the same sort of storyline from the first map where it was sheer and utter mud for the first, I don't know, half and a bit? So we'll see. Does
Look
Liquid
at the
get...
position and the pings on the map. Definitely the pressure is going to be coming in.
And I do feel a little bit for... Oh, poor old Nats has an army on the other side, so hopefully he can be a little bit careful. But you do kind of start to read a little bit with Liquid. It's normally just Nats on one side and the others stacked out somewhere else.
He's just going to back out. Safe orb here for Yumpy. BBL waiting maybe on some other aggression. But the part of the map with the aggression actually is... It's not even going to be explored. It's just Prophet going to make sure that no one's pushing. Just going to go on to mid. Was it? Didn't Pipson say something about just
Art.
art?
Lots of art. I wrote down art-Pipson.
Oh, he do be art.
Yep. That's... Have fun. Oh! I thought there could have been a bit more there. But for BBL, this is fine so far. You don't want to lose too much more, though. I kind of want to see them have a clean round here.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of these being really, really sloppy. So let's see if... Oh my good lord, that got a little bit dangerous, but all good. Plants in.
Bit
We're back
early for that util back. Doesn't matter.
Perfect. Should be good for two, I feel. Okay, Kiko's really quite sharp today. And he's got a little bit of a sheriff and a bulldog. And I'm waiting for them to be like, oh, it's fine now. And that's probably where it starts being fine. Counting the last one alive in a 1v3. Yeah, beautifully done. Sociable just making sure, keeping them at arm's length, farming up.
Yeah, and as I was saying, Yumpy was the gathering that orb, also planting the spike, working towards that utility, that ultimate that will help them in the post-plant. But they don't have enough. Yeah, just good to see, quote-unquote, easy second round for BBL.
Honestly. Yeah, I just want some like normality here. It feels like we're getting a little bit closer to it. So bonus round, though, it will be lighter in some areas.
Yeah, I want to see that aggression. We're going to see it coming in. Here an A from Kamek. Again, same thing that Heritage was doing, and it was necessary. Probably something that BBL has learned as well. Not take those early engagements, or at least expect them. Drone being used towards B main.
Yeah, decent info so far. Do need to clear some of the util, which they've done. Going through the checklist. So, happy enough for now. Flash is going to connect, and the wall going to go up. So that's going to be triggered. So they've done their kind of like, you know, beginning look, and we're about a minute 10 in.
Yeah, and Patitek has already rotated. Social Boy is going to stay here out of the pack. Still playing with his TP, trying to get one.
Oh, he's just ahead, and it's perfect. He actually gets the pick towards Patatek, expecting the counter swing, but he's just shifting back, and now they're doubling down on this. Oh, not this position. Why does it always feel like that position works? Go on. I dare you to just try and wallbang it. But I swear, we're currently, we are seeing him tucked into that corner. Gets away with absolute murder.
35 seconds.
They have to get a bit of a wiggle on here. There's a lot of stall on this site, and there is a real area where you can discuss that Kiko gets away with more because there's so tunnel vision on the side. But Yampi knows better. He still goes down for it, but he sets up the trade. And Nats, I mean, the spray wasn't there, and apparently, again, this bonus looking good now. Liquid going to be punished. This is down to Kamek. This is unbelievable. For 13 seconds, it's still down. Look at the divide. What? Kamek! Oh, he's got nuclear for Liquid.
What a way to close the round. And a Red Bull clutch for him. Getting that kills, using the stun to separate them, to just be like, okay, you're on that side, you're not going to pick because you're stunned. I'm just going to take care of the second one. And yes, Lauren, you were mentioning the stolen, and then just BBL storms onto site, guns out.
Last player standing.
Still, it was a bonus round. Do not forget that it was Team Liquid who should have had an easier time having this down. And of course, since you run the clock down so much, you have to prioritize the plant at some point.
Of course you do. That is...
It was close.
It was really close. Now both teams going to be, you know, trying to scrape this back together. But I want to see if we now see BBL trying to challenge for this space too.
Again, they've learned to respect it. They know what it can be after. And now it's the second timing that they're going to take.
Yampi opting against using his util to clear out that A main in case someone had pushed up towards.
It's for art. It's for art. They did it like a couple of rounds ago. Protocol is still the same drone.
There's nothing really in
And
their
the
way.
same, the same clone.
It's just where Camo currently sits, I guess. And maybe a little bit of assistance coming out from maybe Patatek, but yeah, he's felt the pressure enough.
Yeah, Camo was, I think he was spotted by the dart, and he was like, yeah, I'm out. Not safe at all.
See some
This
util
position.
for Lee. Kamek gonna get away with the first. Sociable trying to peek ahead of it, and just real dry approach to the site. Where's the util here? Where's the flashes going in? Where's anything to make them uncomfortable on the site itself? You got to make him respect you as just about gets away with his life. 23 HP ain't much to write home about those. We need Profit then to pick up the mantle. Liquid now have bodies on the
30
site.
seconds left.
Still only got 27 seconds to hold on for in the trade. I thought they might get out of there, but Vac on 23 HP, what are you meant to do? I mean, try and do that, I guess. Keep cooking.
15 seconds, 2v1, extremely complicated.
It is, but it's not impossible. But time is so low. Does he get a punish on anyone? God, if he got that shot, it was game on. But kept about right here at 2 apiece, but it felt like, I don't know, it felt like it fell flat.
I need to see it again, because I don't know when Vac got his ultimate, or if he was meant to be using it for this round, because as you were saying, where are the flashes, where is this, where is that? Like, Livin still had utility in his hands, if I'm not mistaken. Just going in dry after already spotting, or after already hearing, not only spotting them with the recon, but also hearing that the dash has been used.
I mean, if you're Liquid, you're so happy about that. You probably didn't expect to have as much of an easy time in holding those situations, but now we are seeing that initial dart on the first cycle going to be used over towards that A main side, so they can work behind it now. But Sociable with big progress towards middle, straight away, and look at the pace on this. He is right amongst them here. Now can be left to his own devices. How does he want to play this? He can be a thorn in the side. He could try and be a late round presence, or does he try and get proactive? And it feels like Liquid just want nothing to do with this art presence. They are happy to sit super passive towards his A side and play almost off-site, leaving that util there. Now we're seeing the drones going in. Now we're going to hopefully see some of the flashes, the TPs. Yeah, much better. A much better approach. And you can see the reward. It's just clear as day. Vac going to find Nats. There was no security for him that time. But now Liquid do have a whole load of ults to play from. So don't think there's safety just yet. Plants there, stuns there.
Yeah.
And there's the punish on it. Kamek lovely, and actually gets the follow-up on towards Vac. I don't know how the hell that happened, but Vac probably surprised as well. And Now the Sheriffs are going to be left to try and do what they can. You've got Profect with 111 as well, with one ult's going to come down, but he's going to isolate a player. Nice from Camo. Picks 11 out of the crowd, and now we're going to be on towards the defuse, surely. Can get that started super early. They have to put their life on the line for this. They can't sit behind anything. That's at least half achieved. Sociable going to be the first one forward, or he's tried to be. But the position's noted. He's been seen. He can't do a thing. Team Liquid. I'd love to see how Kamek got that secondary kill on it, but I mean, you take it every day of the week.
Absolutely. Do not get me wrong. Yeah, the buy was not the best for BBL, but we saw it a lot throughout the first map. And the plan was almost flawless. I want to see how the...
So the first one goes in.
Oh, it's because he did get stunned. Okay, because I was seeing, and I was going to highlight how Yumpy is not playing in default just because he knows and he expects that stun. Those salvos also to go onto him.
Thank you for saving me, boys. That was a crazy move from him.
All pacey round here, though. And this time we saw Camo trying to challenge through Art. The high priority that we've been seeing BBL go for, but Patatek's in trouble now. Yeah, you can see them utilizing the two ults as combination together. That was really nice work. BBL much stronger this time, Bayer.
Change his pace. The spike is now starting to make his way. Nats is still here onto site.
Why do I feel there's still some danger to this? Like, they know that Nats plays towards the side of the map, I feel.
Do you think it's a bad sign for a region that we see a 2v5 and we feel the danger?
I don't want to talk about it. But the flash, right? Oh my god, he's still got Yampy. Oh my god, where's the spacing? Why are we peeking one by one? It's Nats! Do not forget what he can do here. And now it's Kiko, left to deal with Profek and Sociable, but it's a manageable scenario after what was impossible. But the plant is a priority. Get that down. That's Profek's duty here. Plant's now in place. Kiko slowly working. Sociable the first hurdle. Kiko, he's been clean with it. And now this could be heartbreak. This could be a tragedy we're about to witness, them losing this one. Lovely jump spot as well. Got util to play. Oh no, he messed it up! He got caught and he messed it up. Profek pulls it back from the brink.
Change of pace now for BBL. As we were mentioning, still Nats good for 3. Very good usage of both of those ultimates. The perfect combo. We were speaking about how they were building those ultimates. And for these gun rounds, just investing 2 of them once they have so many online. They say their actions speak way louder than words. We just heard Nats saying, thank you for saving me. Well, just getting 3 in a 5v2, I think it's a very good way of saying thank you. And he was so close.
Oh man, 3-3. Okay, ults though, BBL starting to get a couple of those hitting here. Patatek's one away from his, but again, they're on a lower buy here. So you look at those Guardians and that rifle with Camo. That's kind of the big part of this. And they might get a little bit more cheeky, a little bit more proactive. Now, does Camo get his reward? Oh, big snap from him. Profek's gone down. That removes a little bit of the late round now. The dependency's there, the smoke's going down. This is going to be trickier for BBL to make it count. Sociable's outgunned here. He's got a 1v3 on his hands.
And he might be getting the wrong information because since the shear didn't go down because Nats didn't use it, he might think that the setup is on A.
What? He doesn't know how close he is. These angles, a bit of a surprise there. Spots out Kamek, but lovely spacing towards the next players. That's lovely spacing on the site. Keeping that security there. Now Camo's the problem, but he's going to be noted off the back of the dark, coming in perfect. And he gets dealt with. That is much better from BBL. That's what you want to be seeing, this layering to it, the spacing, the trading, stunning from BBL.
Absolutely beautiful, and what I want to see is this combination of using Sociable, how aggressive he is with some of these TPs. We've seen him try in previous rounds, but this one with Livin was perfect. Yes, we saw that initiating from Camo, the way that he can just deny that trade, but you have already made Kiko push on trying to get that refrag. And it's simply not possible. And he goes again. He's not going to abandon Livin to his own luck.
Yeah, and this is a big round coming up. We're seeing these two kind of going back and forth here. 3-4 is the current scoreline. This time out by Liquid. They do have quite a few ults here to work with, big ults too. Nats's and Patatek's. And on the other side, 3 big ults as well. So this is a big round to discuss. Money is... They've got to buy, at least for Liquid, but I think they want to get a grip on this game. In moments, it seems like they have the full read of BBL, and others, they seem completely behind the wheel. And you're looking at, really, BBL here, in my mind. Vac's been outstanding. Profek, brilliant. Sociable as well. On the other side, it feels like Kamek and Camo, again, heavy impact here. But I want to see this get a little bit cleaner as well between these two.
Yeah. I think that the conversation isn't how much we fight and how much we invest in. If we're waiting to just hear even the first tap of the spike to use that second part of utility, how do we want to approach also? Because as we were saying, BBL invested a couple of ults 2 rounds ago into a beautiful round, but they still have a lot to work with. They still have the other 3. And with Sociable just getting that Bucky, we can, you know, assume that he's going to be using the tour de force on this one.
Okay, so let's see how this starts. What's the switch up here from Liquid? What are they going to go for now? What have they learned from those first?
Camo still wants to be aggressive.
Yeah, which I like though.
Yeah.
Take the space. Is going to get revealed on that though, a little late on the smoke. So they go, nah, we don't like what we're seeing. We're off. We're away to the other side of the map.
Not fighting back for the space just yet. Separated. Sociable trying to open with the tour de force. He's not going to see much. And the Arcros is also going to go down. First indicator. No movement from Liquid just yet. I mean, with the ultimates that they have, should just work and try and delay the plant as much as they can. And then just play for the retake.
Trying to maybe deny the clone there, but for now, slow and steady progress towards this B site. You've got to be so ready of that tour de force out and about. They know about Kiko. The ult on top, but there's still this split coming in through middle that hasn't really been noted yet. Nat seems aware of the possibility, but how much space do they... It is a fake. I mean...
I think they're still considering.
They're not sure, yeah.
I think they're waiting to see if Vac can find something, if maybe Profect something in the rotation, but they have to apply more pressure onto the site.
Yeah, maybe going off the back of the ult here, but the counter ult to slow it down. We're down to 20 seconds now. That's going to hopefully buy time for the weapons to come back out for the opposition. Kiko just tucked in the corner. Oh my god, the reward is there, and Rifle is back out. Yappy going to get the trade towards Nats, but Kiko still alive, still fighting out from this corner. Finally gets overwhelmed, but 8 seconds now on the board. We are running low on time. A 3v3. Plant is going to be in place, no threat to it. Now we're going to see Liquid try and get back towards the side here. Camo going to go through. You're going to have a couple more players trying to join in by side. You got them holding the corner here. Bit of a threat, bit of a back and forth, but it's Kamek, the last one standing, has been noted. They know where he is. This is a hard position to break out from. It need a nutty shot on Sociable to even get close to this, let alone the timing on the counter swing from Profek.
All missiles away.
Nice idea. I don't think it's going to dissuade much from Sociable, but it's got him out, actually. There it is. Second time of asking. Lovely round.
Yeah, very well played from BBL there. Did I see them back from Vac's ult? Because I think that Nats used the first one, and then I saw them second guessing just because he wasn't coming from main. I might have seen that. I might be crazy, but I think that in this moment of tension, you're just scared that might be the case. But very well played. Down.
It was so close again. This is 3 in a row, though, from BBL, which is incredibly impressive considering what we've been seeing coming out from Liquid.
Yeah, smiles in the coaching booth.
Let's go.
Let's go back. Yeah, you go back.
Now, what does Liquid do? What is their solution now? Because it feels like they're struggling on these late round hits that have been coming down. The A site seems a little bit more feasible, but it's holding this B-long push that has been the pressure point for them. For now, they've gone, we just won't go there. So, Cinnamon just kind of like crunches towards middle. They do have the Sheriffs and they do have a Bucky, but that's about it. So this should be a comfortable round for BBL, going through the motions here, and they should have a very secure plant.
Yeah. Secure plant would be for Yampy. That's going to leave him 1 away from his ultimate. That could be decisive on round number 10. Sociable is going to keep pushing with this Outlaw.
I still get nervous in these rounds. We've had a couple go a little bit topsy-turvy, but as long as BBL keeps their composure, I'd like to see the discipline here. They don't get a little bit too messy. I'll be happy.
I want to see Kiko running in with a Bucky in his steps. That's what I want to see.
Come on, look. Just each to their own. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. All good. All good. All good. Kiko.
This got them.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get the play he wants with that Bucky, sadly. Kamek, though, going to find Profect. They're making something out of nothing, but...
Time, though.
Yeah, the time is very, very low, and Yampy is the final underlining to it. BBL going to make it up to 6 here.
They do struggle a bit.
Yeah, it was
closing this one out, but still, I think that for how the game is going, knowing that they're the ones under pressure, that they decided to play on this Pearl, that they've got many, many reps, and they're still doing something and staying on top of this game, closing those rounds. Everything everything falls into this next one. Now, we have seen this combo before. Levin and Yampi. Obviously, Team Liquid is very aware of this. I don't think they're going to be playing in the same positions. Maybe they do.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that B site here, because that combination...
Who's next?
It's a bit scary, isn't it? And away he goes. How much info does he get? Let's see.
Here.
There's a little look. Here in. There we go. Go to spot one. There's the pop of the other ult as well. Trying to chase down Panatek. And Lewin just going to dive in for it. Perfect combination work. We said it. You saw how nervous the other side was about it coming in. And he still gets caught off guard. Guys, rinse and repeat on this B site, isn't it?
It's working. Why should you change it?
Oh, now that's a little bit different. That's going to help things maybe, I say, but it's still going BBL's way. They look so comfortable on these B takes time and time again. I'd love to see maybe a different look coming out from Liquid, try and switch a couple things up here.
I'd like to see Camo being aggressive. You know, just trying to fight. Like, you have Kamek, you have Kiko, you have Paditek. Set a trap on B. Sociable plays a lot on that part of the map. It doesn't matter if it's within or without the pack, the rest of the pack. Yeah. You have to counter what is happening on B.
I think it has to be addressed now. Playing passive on the site just isn't working out. It's been undone every single time. Now for Nats and Kiko, they'd love to be able to keep these weapons. The economy has been kept pretty humbled, as Profik is going hunting for it. He's already got 2.7 in the bank anyway. Have a little bit of a look around here. Kiko very close by so far. Getting past each other. Nats could be caught. Don't know if he will. Yeah, he will. Okay, so that's a rifle removed. So down to just one being remained over, which you're looking at the money. They can scrape together a buy, but it's 3.1, so there is going to be some issues here.
Yeah, definitely. And Profik getting that ult, getting that kill, puts him 2 orbs away from that ult, and that is 5 rounds in a row now for BBL. First they get the pistol. Yes, Team Liquid has an idea. Those pauses from BBL have been absolutely game changers.
And now the issue becomes, though, obviously it's that mental game of, okay, well, if we're going to put bodies towards B, are they just going to switch up and go A? But you've got to have faith in this A hold, right? Between Kiko over there, I think you've got, someone else joining him as well. You've got some decent presence towards us with a lot of util. You don't have to be too worried by it. This is a setup that's meant to be tested. And I love that they've now
BBL doing this after so many rounds of hitting B. You force Camo into the position that he is right now. So he may be being too aggressive.
But I like Camo in this position. I'm happy they're trying to go for it. They're still trying to get info on the rest of the map. Now, if you are BBL, I hope you're going to re-clear this diligently if you're walking late back into it, right? Like, this is something you should be clearing with the full expectation that someone could have pushed up. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Well,
you didn't even need that dash, Camo. But now they caught the fake, right? If you have not, if this was the previous rounds, that drone would have been followed with something else. But now Camo has the information, not only the kill, they are not here, they're not following up.
And Kamek can now start drifting away a little bit further. They still have 3 players here. They still have a lot of util here, 30 seconds. This is a very tough round for BBL to try and get on the site cleanly. They're hearing all of this now. You can see the stall coming out. They're going to try and deny these default plants with the thorns coming in. But lovely from Levin. How's he found Nats there so cleanly? Does get traded in by Kiko, though, so they're still going to be stalling out on this site. Rotation's now coming down, 15 seconds. Plant is going to be in play. Now, how does BBL play this? Do they stick on site? Do they... Oh! Panitek! With just the spam through the wall, it's stunning. Profik goes down. It's down to Vac. It's down to Social. Vac, come out of here! What the hell? 3 quick kills, and suddenly Camo is left all on his lonesome. With a 1v2. And Vac on absolute fire. Yeah, it's meant to be. Vac against the odds in that one. Makes it work.
He's smiling. He has to smile. Thinking of week 1 and how he was performing, how the nerves probably were getting to him. Now seeing him play the way that he is on the Vice, on the new agent, just fitting so well. Getting those 2 kills was nasty as well.
Blinding.
And this round started so good for Team Liquid. They thought they had spotted what was wrong, the productivity at the beginning of the round, but it's the late round call. And even with everything set down, all the utility plays to prevent this from happening, it was not enough. Last round of the attack.
Yeah, and doing this with a buy as well that Liquid are coming back in with is rotten luck, really, isn't it? Nat's down to a shorty, at least for Camo, he's got the knives, but unpleasant to say the least. But BBL,
why
taking their
Nats
time.
not even have like a bulldog or something? Is Kamek saving for next round? For next half?
That's a very good question. He is on 2.2. Oh,
Is this poster? He forgot to buy again?
that's crazy. You just throw him under the bus like that.
I can do that. I have that.
You got that right?
Yeah, I have that right.
Now, the benefit for BBL is these B takes for them have been fantastic, and they've done it late in the round. The difference is, though, Camo, I mean, he's got a couple of knives. You feeling it? You going to go for this one? Nah, he's absolutely not. He's got the Bucky still. He's got a couple knives. Vac, though, going to make him go back down to him. No Bucky to come out, and he's just trying to keep himself standing.
He's playing it as best as he can.
Look, he's feeling... In fact, that felt desperate. It was a really desperate attempt to go diving through those thorns and the vines to go for it. Nats has 0 impact, and BBL just battering the side, but denied.
One enemy remaining.
What are these shots coming out? Leaving Profik in a 1v2 with 10 seconds. This is rotten luck for him, but he's going to get a plant down.
And he knows where the breach is.
He absolutely knows now. Padatech giving away a little bit of the game here. Flash going to do absolutely nothing for Profik as he's left to try and find these two players. He knows they're now on the site. He knows it's a fake, and he's trying to toy with them. Oh, that's a lovely... Oh, no way! He didn't get off. Padatech doesn't get off. He has the pull because...
Oh, he's going up.
He's going to check. Profik, you've got to check on this. Oh, what on earth did we just witness? 9 rounds for BBL at the half. Outrageous plays coming in, keeping themselves in this best-of-3 series. Unreal there.
Can we see a slow-mo of how close that spike was to getting defused? He's just drinking, man. It's just chilling right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm waiting for that replay. Here we go. Did we get it at the end? Oh my lord. We gotta wait for this one.
Give me.
Please. Please. Oh! Okay, before we head into the second half, Yinza will be standing by with some of the members from Apeks. I can't wait to hear from them, and I need to catch my breath. So let's head over there now to hear from them.
It is my absolute pleasure to be joined by the coach, Danito from Apeks, and also Hype and Batu as well. Thank you for being here in the arena. First of all, you played against Liquid before on Pearl. They changed their comp. Do you like it, Hype?
I do not like it. They changed their comp, but they didn't change their playstyle. On defense, mid is still open. It's free. It's free. It's free too.
Yeah, I mean, we can see on the scoreboard, right? We can. But as the side switch, they're going to be attacking the second half, Danito. What can they do? How do they bring this back?
I think as long as they win the pistol, they have a heavy exec comp, and they might do a comeback. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
they're able
okay,
to
you're
do it.
confident. And how readable do you think, because obviously Hype said they're still playing a similar thing, so what are some of the things they do on attack you think BBL can maybe take advantage of?
I mean, if they don't let Sociable log B a lot with the chamber, I think they have a good chance.
Oh, okay, I like that. And of course, Batu, it's a really good day for Turkish fans. We saw Foot win earlier. BBL could bring this to a map 3 as well. As a Turkish player, how do you feel about this?
First of all, thank you. I mean, congratulations for Foot people. And the second one, I'm Turkish, so I'm 50-50 for this match. And that's it. If it's BBL win, it will be good for Turkey, so of course.
Oh, what makes the 50 for Team Liquid? Why are you 50-50?
Because we are on same office.
Oh, your office buddies. Thank you so much, you three, for joining us. And hopefully we'll see you back here next week as well. But for now, let's see if BBL can take us to a map 3.
Love hearing from Floor's teammates.
That's what they're down to.
It might.
Danito's been coaching Apeks for ages now.
The fan behavior I have is actually.
I love that they come here to watch the games and to enjoy them. Actually, no, kid you not. Profik has been coming to every single game.
Dedication.
Yeah, literally. Now you see him perform on the stage. That's why he's 14-8.
Maybe.
Moving into this defense now. Now we were hearing it from Apeks. Team for the Apeks boys.
Yeah.
Team Liquid has a lot of utility that they can use. BBL's not scared.
It's util and you can just do that. Sociable. Any more? Yeah. I thought there was going to be a follow-up too. I mean, they end up at a 3-3. It's not the worst outcome, but I'm looking at Profek here, right? This feels like it could be glorious or it could be absolutely nothing. It feels like it's falling away to nothing. And you can see the caution from Liquid. They have no idea how the map's looking right now. And they're trying to get a grip.
I need concealment. So giving a little bit of support there with the smoke. They have most of the map covered. They were to go back. That doesn't seem to be the plan.
No, but it's really, really passive from Vat.
Nobody trusts a smoke in this game anymore. What have we done?
They've been hurt in the past. For now, though, Liquid going to carry on their pathing. They are going to stick towards this B site. And we do see eventually the BBL going to start heading over this way as well. And we look at what the post-plant setup is. Well, it's come back to that because there's already contact here. Kamek going to get the attention early. Yampi can use this bit of utility he has remaining to try and isolate a player, bring him out to the forefront, but Kamek, what's involved? And Kiko doesn't really care if it's revealed. He can just dip around the side for a little bit of a readjust here, make him work for their dinner. Vac is going to claim him though, 2v2, but look at these positions from Kamek. Look at Nats, this is a very hard position. Oh my god, what? They just dig him out of there like it's nothing.
What a round now for BBL. I think we need to get Pipson back on the desk so he can speak and say how important it is to win those pistols. He's always in the losing end, and Team Liquid has been losing all of them today. And what a way to do it as well. How patient BBL has been to just regroup, give them all the space, work with everything they have, but those shots are just nasty.
Nah, Vac's actually filthy. What he's doing here is wild.
He's so Vac. I'm sorry.
Force by here. Liquid. I mean, you got 10 against you. You got to do something, right?
Liquid spike down, yeah. Run it down.
Gotta give it a go. Kamek's not a million miles away from the ult, but I don't even know if he's going to get a chance at it. Double Outlaw on the other side. Stingers, Bulldog. It's still a little bit light in certain areas, so Profek, the site itself. Looks like away we go. Camo just trying to path up towards the top. Lovely pick towards Sociable. And I thought he was going to get away with that, but actually, we're seeing BBL just looking comfortable here in what should have been a very uncomfortable round. But Nat's going to get the spike back into hand and go for this second attempt of a plant.
Can't use that yet.
Slowing down the roll a little. Kiko trying to keep eyes on it.
Here the drone now also being used in long.
Spike planted.
Got a lot of space, but with that weapon, if this was split, maybe.
Speaking of split, feeling a bit more likely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go. And this is not a fun post-plant for these two. In a choke point like this. Stingers, yeah, at least you do have them, but so do the other side pretty much. Yampi there just closing the gap little by little. Nice work! What on earth? Nats, though, makes it count, fights out from that close quarter space and gives them a necessary lifeline.
Very important what you mentioned, that close quarter. That's everything that they needed for this round. And you would think maybe on A they would have an easier time, but they just run it down completely, down to B, down to side. Utility being used, spike goes down, and even though the best effort from BBL coming out, just like in the previous round they had done with that retake, this time it was not enough. Team Liquid are back in the board. Of course, BBL's economy is not going to be good for this round. And that's already one orb away from that ultimate. Early utility being used, maybe forcing BBL into a tricky position, but nobody's there. Just waiting. Levin has pushed all the way through B-Long.
Okay. Let's just keep a mind on the fact that Sociable could still do a lot of damage, but yeah, this...
Gets one, probably expects Sociable, but hey, don't spot anything here just yet. Should be pretty okay.
Yeah, I don't see the same potential in these rounds as we did at least on the first map with the amount of turns that we had in the kind of anti-ecos, but hey, this could be a Bulldog going down. I doubt Kiko's going to be able to deal... Don't be trying to get the crowd going. Unless that was just you warming up your mouse. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Maybe I've just been hurt in the past by Counter-Strike players. Just step... Ah! Hey, Kiko, relax. Relax.
Oh, no.
The timing. He's actually... And so it was. Karma. But that is a Bulldog in the hands of Yampi. Now, I don't want to see too much more of that, though. You're looking at what they have for the post plant. They've got a lot of weaponry here. They've got a really secure post plant.
Yeah.
I don't think it should go too far.
And that's going to be very safe, playing with the Outlaw. Nobody has even a shield on the side of BBL. This should be an easy post plant, even with the retrieval of that Bulldog for Team Liquid. Dark Rose placed. Don't spot anything.
Okay, there we are. That's the Bulldog at least down for the first attempt, right? We're seeing that pass to the next player, Profek now, with an opportunity, a chance at it. Can they at least make it costly? What would they take away? If they take away Camo's Vandal, that's pretty important. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now they start to flood towards the site, but the rest of Liquid will be there. Going to try and get the Vandal back and see if they can make it out in time. Yeah, I think they know that Vandal is actually in hand, so
That's
they
what
get
he
away
said.
with what it is.
That's what he said. Otherwise, Patatech would have never, absolutely ever. Easy round, as we were saying, very well played there on the post plant, but now things are going to start to get tricky. Full buy now for the side of BBL. Oh, yeah, we needed to see it again. And as we're saying, BBL, they still have to close this one out. Some of the people from Apeks thought there was a comeback coming in because of all the combos and everything. We have to see something different from BBL.
Okay, so Fall. I mean, Patatech just caught a drift, right? Oh, is he really going back for seconds?
Still the wall, sheer, should provide him with some coverage and all the utility that is also following from back onto site.
They surely don't expect
They're
that
just
he's back
walking.
here. How are you meant to get around this now? You've got a minute. I mean, that does the job, but this man's got about 400 weapons, so he's still going to catch Nats. Yeah, the primary's gone, but he's got so many different ones to go to. Kamek waiting to see if Ree appears on this side, but Liquid is starting to suffer in numbers, forcing him forward. They finally clear Sociable. But at this point, you've got 45 seconds. The plant's knocked down. The vast majority of BBL are here, and Kamek will catch Levin. That's a massive impact. Now, does the flank work? It does. Profek falls. Can they adjust in time? Vac, though, still feels like the final boss of this map, and it just feels so unsecure, and Vac's reposition is nasty. Hard to clear for Camo. Waiting for the support to come in, and Vac, yeah, no, Vac is on it today. Counter ult to come down as well. Kiko.
Run it down.
He's got 15 seconds, no? You want to challenge that with a shorty? Ah, they got the timing right. Yampi knows it. Gonna play into it. That's 11 for BBL.
And again, Yampi and Vac on the clutch just together. In a round that looked so good for Team Liquid, I have to say, Kamek has to be one of the best decos that we have in the entire region. His utility being so effective, forcing people out of taking duels that they don't want, even if it's in Hall. The utility, the ultimate as well.
Yeah.
Everything looked like he was going Liquid's way. And of course, this calls for a timeout now. 5 rounds on the board for them, but BBL 2 rounds away from taking us to split, which would be, well, which will be, at this rate, a very interesting map because of, you know, we remember what happened yesterday with Team Liquid and what we were seeing. It was absolutely massive to see Kiko back on that duelist.
Yes.
He still has it in him. And for BBL, the masterclass that they gave against Fnatic from the attack.
So if we do go 3 maps,
Which we will.
probably will. Who's winning it?
I want to see if any of the teams are going to make changes. I'd be surprised to see them on the...
Who's winning it? Because we've had recent
who's starting
tape
where?
on Liquid.
Let me check who's starting.
Yeah. Do your research. You're good. You're good. Take your time. Speaking of time, timeout is going to be coming to a close pretty shortly.
Team Liquid started on the attack. I kind of dig it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, it would be one of the remaining old guards, right?
That's going to be mad. If we think that some of these rounds are chaos, just wait until we go to split.
Yeah, it will absolutely ignite. But we go back in at 5-11. Does Liquid have anything more to bring us now? Or is BBL just poised to close? It looks like they might be. Kiko is going to be put to the first test. He seems aware of the chances someone's trying to slip mid. Nice work from him. Very heads up to catch that. And Sociable is still around as well.
I think just because of the star also, just playing him top mid. this could be a possibility.
The drop on the smoke, and it's Camo to come out on top here, keeping the numbers really favorable. These mid-fights going on have just fallen perfectly in hand, apparently, for Liquid this time around. They should have the red carpet towards the A site. Still going to go through, I'd imagine, a careful approach. Yeah, going to wait for the rest to come over. I mean, they could have maybe started things up a little early with Kami, but maybe they want to work together towards this, make sure it's a clean take. It does give time for VAC to get over here, who is scary on this map. Hello, player. I've seen you. So that's one found. But the one they didn't find is the man that I'm terrified of. The final boss at the moment. Does he try and slip forward? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he absolutely does. He's got such a sick read on the timing here. And he wants a bit more. He fancies a bit more. Sociable on the left. You're going to have VAC looking towards the right. They follow it up. This was a 2v4, was it not? Kamek and Kiko now panicking a little here. They're in trouble now. And this is nice.
Kiko on the flank again.
I like Kiko in this position here. They do need to respect it, though, at some point. He is going to respond. You've got Kamek just trying to keep all their eyes on him. Kiko will draw the blow in towards us as VAC is still making this a problem. Still a threat, but he's running low on ammo. He's running low on time, and he knows it. Kiko has to make a move, though. VAC is going to get this towards half. It ain't out. Oh! Has VAC got time? He's so damn close. He's so damn... Oh! I thought he might have had that one back. What is with him on this map? He almost had him in this one, but Liquid holding on for another and making it up to 6.
That is crazy. He's 22 and 9. Right now, just leading the board. It should have been an easier round for the side of Team Liquid, and it was so important as well in this situation, in a 5-11, to keep those guns safe, to make this an easy round. We were speaking about at the moment that they were using the utility to get onto site and to pay for that post-pump, because they need all the money that they can get to go through this round.
This. Okay, so this could be 7, right? This could be 7. I mean, okay.
Social case. They split this.
That feels like a replay almost. That's not the first time he's done that.
How are we not stunning or pulling that position and using the salvos?
Bear's not happy. Can you guys do that before Bear gets more mad? So now we're looking at them trying to min-max what they can achieve, right?
Team Liquid, please. I deserve a split. I want to see the split between these two teams.
Yampy doesn't get more than 1.
Player standing.
Did you see that little bit of a headshot and that's there? Did you see it? I saw it.
I saw it too.
Okay, but a 1v3 is not going to happen, right?
Again, you mean? It's 11. If it was VAC, I mean, that's so in.
It's over. Them's not even on the right side of the map. We're fine.
This spike's gonna go down.
Good. Yeah. Post plant util. Come on.
Yeah.
Kamek there, Nats there, Kiko. It's the dream team for a post plant. You don't win against those. He wins.
Almost impossible. They're just gonna leave the site completely. Nothing for them to fight for there. Even probably expects that. To get one of these duels.
No. Okay, thank you, Kiko. Thank you. That's lovely. Gentle parenting Team Liquid to close out the round. 7-11. This is where we get the fun round, right? Look at the ults we've got here, right? We've got some big boy ults. We've got a nice purchase. I think that's going to get dropped out, maybe. No, actually, I don't know. He should be fine. He's on 3.5. So this is the round, I feel, where we might get a game or we don't. Right, this is where it either starts to build up, we get a little bit excited, like maybe there's a little life in Liquid, maybe it's not over, but then BBL has a good buy here. We have them with the operator in hand. He's not quite in the right place for it, though.
They have the force to be explosive on the side, they have the force to play for post-plan. If you're Team Liquid, choose and pick your poison. 11 playing with the operator, presence on mid, nothing's going to be scouted, it's just directly going B if you're Team Liquid.
Okay. Got Palitech with absolute. I mean, look at the absolute pour on the util. And then Camo's going to pass. Ooh, that was nice from Camo. His pathing up to the top is nothing new, but finding VAC is massive. That's a big scalp to claim in this, but Profek right back to him. They don't have security now towards this kind of rafters side. They're going to go for the plant. But you look at the odds, Levin still got his, Yampy's got his, Profek with the divide.
For sure, right?
You'd imagine so. There it is. There's going to be the ult coming down. Kamek is now in danger. He's trying to do the dodge. He's trying to keep him on his toes, but he goes down. Now, we're going to have a man advantage over towards BBL. Surely there's more. Stunning follow-up. Nats is going to fall. Down to just 2. Kiko and Palitech now. What do they have to say about matters? Nothing, Kiko. Going to be shut up as BBL going to push forward this time around, keeping 3 standing. Lovely usage of those ults.
Yeah, but it was an expensive round. It doesn't matter. It puts you on 12. It at least gives you a little bit of room. Even if Team Liquid is to get the 5 next rounds, you still can get to overtime. You need to use those ultimates to the best of your ability, and this was it.
100%.
Yeah.
They needed this one.
I also love how Profik was evading Camo here to try and think that somebody else was going to push onto him. But yes, with this position, Kamek was completely dead.
I can't believe Profit got that through smoke as well. That's so dreamy for him, getting that trade. Oof. Okay, but we still have ults for Liquid as well. If they need to hit the emergency button, they can, technically. I think Patatek invested his, but everyone else still has a good few to run through. But the money's starting to suffer. You're seeing those Guardians, you're seeing a Stingers, coming out for Camo. Does have the knives in the back pocket, however. Now, a different look here. Last time was a direct B approach. This time around, straight on in. Now, they're going to have their attention split. Oh my god, Social gets his throat slit. Down he goes as Liquid once again just continues forward on this pacing. They've cleared through B. This split through middle, utilizing that approach. Yeah. This is a save, surely.
Of course, and after Nats used his ultimate, they have a very easy way to plant. And as you say, Lauren, this looks and calls for a save. Yampi has different plans, just in case. He needs to get that ultimate again.
Gone.
Yep.
Nice. But still, I think
just time
it is
too far.
Yeah, it is still a save regardless. But Liquid, how many ults do they use there? Natses and Camos, right?
Thinking of retrieving. Oh, getting that operated at the time.
No op to be found. I think Camo's already grabbed that one, so that's going to be taken away. He's like, wait, what do you think you're doing? Yeah, I'm just trying to make this expensive. He is going to be found in the end side. Kamek getting his ult from it. Profik opting to die to the spike, which is fine. And back the last one going to make it out with the Phantom still in hand. So this is getting a bit closer now. No ults immediately for BBL here, and a broken purchase, right? That's why keeping those weapons
I just gave the both of my ult teammates a little bit.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, thank you, Yampi. Appreciate it.
That's what I was thinking, like, save those guns. You're going to need them. Again, you need to close this map. Yes, we're already thinking...
We're eyeing up Split a bit,
about
sure.
Split, but they still have to get there.
You're looking at how the rounds have gone down. It has been this back and forth, but this looks like it is the right approach. Clear, concise, in an attempt. I'm looking at who's going to be controlling towards middle. Nats is going to be put in a little bit of a predicament here. They try and pressure up through, maybe get a flank on. Because again, seeing this much freedom, you are questioning, okay, is there a stack? Have they walked mid?
Give me Nats.
So,
give me Nats. Is he going to clear this? Yes,
he does. That's what you want to be seeing. Heads up work from him.
Thank you, observers.
They're lovely. We love our observers. God, it's not Prius. Big clear on towards the site.
Thank God it's not Sapphire.
Well, okay, we never talk ill of her, but Yampi, hold on. Whoa, BBL, what are you doing? This is not the round you're meant to be doing this on, but you've had a little sneaky play from Yampi. You've managed to get away with absolute murder, and Vac is still alive. He is the one who has the Phantom. He is now towards the site. Plant is in play, but they have a man disadvantage. But with Vac, this feels like he is a one-man army. He has fallen. Kamek this time has secured it with him going down. Yampi, the last one there, did only still have that pistol. They managed to make it through with 3 standing.
It got scary, but just for a second. Yeah. Especially with the rounds that we have seen already today. 3 more rounds and they can take this to overtime. Who would have guessed that Nice would be lurking?
Yeah.
Even on the Vice, it doesn't really make a difference. Very good utility usage. Trying to prevent even the spike from going down. If you're going to do some damage with the pistols, this is the best plan that you can have. Just play inside of the smokes. And another very good plan is also asking for a timeout. A little bit of time to chat.
A breather.
Guys, 1 round. 1 round.
Hey, look, that last round is always the hardest. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, if I'm them, I'm just putting everything on Levin and Yampi, trying to get their ultimates on the board again.
See, the thing is as well, like if you look at BBL, at some point they're going to get a near on that, full hand of cards, right? You're looking at, you're going to have so many big ults coming through. Wait for that to land, right? Exactly. On the other side, they're going to be out of cycle here. You're going to have maybe Patatek with his, maybe Kamek gets his back on, but I don't know if Camo's going to get theirs or Nats either. It still feels a little bit too far out, but they will have full buys, it looks like, going forward.
I'd be a little bit make or break, because you're also giving this time out to Team Liquid to
100%.
discuss it, right? And it's much more valuable for them if they're able to get this into overtime. Because also, just take a look at the money. Getting into 10 will also get us into 11 for Team Liquid, most likely. Okay,
Yeah,
most likely.
Sure, there's always a chance, but if we're talking normal
Tech
game.
with the operator, is this
He had it
Chronicle?
in the last one as well, I think. Okay, we've got a stack towards A. This might be all she wrote. Social going to get away with it. He's ahead of the util. This is lovely from him. He's got the corner, and he's got the kill. Camo going down removes so much potential here. That could be enough to be the start of the end, right? 5 now alive for BBL. They've lost all that early space that Liquid wanted.
Yampy's going to spot at least one on mid, and that goal is so precious because Team Liquid has been using this utility time and time again. At some point, you start checking because you think they're not going to push it, and Sociable just goes for it.
Sociable's going to be held on site. Back's now in a little bit of trouble. He actually just drifts back through towards Art that he lost control on, but Sociable got spotted, and he still gets one. Back down to a 3v3. The chaos continues. Liquid still in the fight in the 2v2. Back and forth we go. The plant going to come down, but the shot dart sends them scattering. Yampy stalling them out, buying precious seconds, Kiko. He's going to take away Yampy, leaving just one alive, and that operator is precious cargo. We know their money is not in a good position, but Liquid don't like this. They don't like what they're seeing. They're going to overthink it potentially, who knows. But they want to take a cautious approach. They have time, 35 seconds. So they decide to take the tour, go walkabouts.
30
Devin
seconds
just
left.
has to be very careful of any angle. Sarts are going to go down. Haditech is going to be the one planting the spike, only 2 away from his ultimate as well for this upcoming rounds. And now Levin, you know, he can go and try. Again, as you're saying, it's precious cargo. Do you want to lose this operator? Probably just try, peek, maybe if you see something, but it's so complicated with Kiko and his stars.
Haditech still with his
Very
util
open
as well.
planned, yeah.
But it wouldn't be the first time we've seen this. Okay, that might be the first time we've seen that sort of thing, and he knows that Haditech was low. Haditech under pressure, all on the line now. Unbelievable close to map 2. We get to go the distance. I thought he was going to go for a save, and I thought wrong. BBL bringing us back to 1 apiece here.
Especially with the people here cheering for him, he knows that he can do it. And after getting the first kill, come on, honestly, did you guys think that we were going to do a full week of 2-0s? No. We're going to split, and we'll see you after the break.
Red Bull gives you wings.